on the low post. They really believe that he has to be aggressive down there and go for it. If he can do that, he's going to have a big impact in this series.
Well, he's been down there for the first 2 possessions.
Sacramento Kings elbow offense. You're going to see the 2 bigs down low because they have an advantage in size, they have an advantage in height, and they have to take advantage of
40-second segments in this series without a point. Bibby. And now Weber. Weber, who was hurt in the playoffs last year, gets it back from Bibby and jams it. So Chris Weber, last year, it was a month and a half ago. Nash missing.
And I like early what the Kings are doing. They're trying to push it up. They're trying to get Stojakovic involved, but they're really attacking the basket because the Dallas Mavericks don't have a shot blocker.
And the Mavs start out 0 for 7. Stojakovic. And that's a quick 7-point lead.
Well, the difference is right here. The Kings are going low and attacking the basket, and the Mavs are shooting jump shots.
Adelman stressing not only that they have done. Up by 7 with possession. Mike Bibby has it taken away by Nash.
Or given to.
Yeah, or
his eyes off the ball and dribbled it.
Nowitzki. And finally, Dallas is able to hit one.
Concerned if they can guard that or not.
Divac guarded by Nowitzki, and he drops the ball.
They can pass second, which is unusual for Vlade.
Steve Nash, who grew up in Canada, to Finley, one-time top pick of the Phoenix Suns, who came after the first timeout of the afternoon. Sacramento with Bibby, who's the Iron Man right now, with Bobby Jackson not available, giving it back to Divac, and Vlade puts it in for a 4-point advantage.
This is exactly what the Kings needed. They needed to establish that inside game and get Divac off, and they're doing it.
Here comes Daniels, and the rookie out of Auburn.
I think maybe Josh Howard isn't that good. I don't know which one. But they drafted them both, so I think they liked them both.
Well, they gave Howard more money because he was picked in the first round. Weber. A long 2.
Wow, Finley had predetermined he was going to take that shot. Did and made it. Tough shot.
Underneath, Stojakovic from Christie.
Lee Stojakovic, maybe the best three-point shooter in our league, wide open. That's why.
Speaking of wide open, Daniels misses. Gets it back. Nowitzki, who loves to shoot from the outside, puts it through for 3. 17-13, and you were talking that contest by a mile.
Yeah, but what's even more interesting, only 26 of those three-pointers came unassisted,
right.
And I think that's interesting.
So, 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Nowitzki underneath to Walker, and Antoine Walker makes it a 4-point game.
A little bit more defensively. He didn't want to necessarily come down and take quick shots.
And exploit the advantage, exploit the bigger lineup.
Nowitzki. See, that's a tough matchup, you know.
Divac has 6 points. He leads Sacramento in scoring. Weber with 5. Here's Christie for 3. Teams each averaging in triple figures. In Sacramento, 333. They already have 24 points. From the corner, Walker for 3. 24-20.
It's because of that strained abdominal. There's no tear, but he's afraid it could tear if he played, and that would result in an injury that would take about a year to heal from. He wants to play. He wants to be out there with Peja scoring threes.
Three-corner deal with Indiana and San Antonio in the offseason is in the game, and it's Nowitzki with a fall away from the baseline to make it a 5-point game. Nowitzki, 13 of the 22. After the Christie miss, Miller couldn't save it because Daniels is there.
I thought it was interesting how they came out of the timeout, the Dallas Mavericks, get an ISO situation, and they allowed Dirk Nowitzki to use his speed on Brad Miller, on Vlade Divac, or
Sacramento up by 5. 2 shots for Nash. You can log on to 27 lead for the team that wound up as the number 4 seed. Dallas winding up 5, and Weber is there to put it in. Then going back to what it meant last week when Sacramento coughed up the Pacific Division title, they would have met Houston instead of Dallas as Nash bangs it home, and the conventional wisdom around
believe that, but you know, they lost it. You know, it's not like Kobe Bryant won it. The Kings lost it. They had it in their hands.
Weber, left-handed move through the lane. Weber.
Everything the Kings said they needed to do, they're doing. But then you look at the scoreboard, Don Nelson has to be the happiest guy in this arena.
Right.
It's only a 2-point game.
6.5 seconds left tonight.
Everyday high school, a dunk, lot shorter hair than too. That picture there could be a reminder of where he started his championship resume. He won 3 state high school titles there, went on to Michigan to join the Fab Five. In fact,
we're not doing a foul, and I got to say, it looked pretty clear that Don Nelson may have been right on that one.
Little floater by the rookie Daniels. Page again. Nowitzki with a rebound. Nowitzki has 9 points to lead the Mavs in scoring. Leaves Singala in his wake and scores on the reverse. Good play.
And this is
foul in the lane. 7-footer. Nowitzki, nimble.
I couldn't get 6'2" guys to do that. I mean, that is so an impressive move for anyone to do.
Wheeler, Bibby, Christie, 3 guards, though Christie can be the swing man in this set. 38-37 Sacramento. Good lead pass and a basket gives Dallas the lead as Jamison makes.
Rick Allen not being patient, putting Weber back in. But again, they've attacked the basket 3 times in a row, the Mavs have, because the size is gone. Now Rick Adelman is bringing
9:40 to play, first half. And Daniels puts it in.
You know, the thing of a guy, if it slips or not.
Very.
You know, it was the right call, a tough call.
Only the 2nd turnover for the Mavericks today, but the Mavericks have led the league. State as a starter, but he finally makes it to the playoffs. First playoff game for him. And he finally gets to feel what it feels like to be on a basketball floor past mid-April. Early game stop right there because Dallas with the momentum after falling behind by 7, now up by 3, trying to stretch it, but the Kings trying to close it again, and they get the bounce on the Weber layup.
So he gets one.
Daniels got it to drop. Boy, you're right. He looks like a guy in his 4th year in the league.
You know, patience on the post instead of going quick. He just takes his time, nice pump fake, takes the hit, gathers himself, and makes the shot. He does not act like a rookie.
3 packs a day don't help either, right?
That doesn't help. Not at all. That is not cool.
Weber, as they got it back, going to come back in. On the bench briefly, Singala coming out.
You know, the rookie showing a rookie right there instead of picking the ball up. That's a turnover, and it gives Weber another dunk and another inside basket.
Jamison free. And he picks up the deuce down points. Peeler. And the 3-point percentage champion. 5:50 to go. 47-46. Dallas. Joe Fultz was undrafted and had 3 games with 30 or more points, and Fultz is in the Hall of Fame.
And you watch him, you know, early on, they give him 3. He's wide open. The thing that's been impressive about him, he's had some turnovers, but he just stays in there and he keeps going. The thing that Don Nelson likes about this kid is nothing affects him. If he
mentioned Joe Fultz in the Hall of Fame, undrafted. There's a simple reason for it. When Fultz played, there was no draft. Here's Peeler for 3. Got it again.
He does, and he's coming up huge for this team. We all know that he could shoot, and he is shooting it. He's shooting it every chance he gets. But he's had a block shot. He's had a couple of rebounds.
There is Bobby Jackson, unlikely to play in this series, which can extend. Winning by 1, low-scoring game. Jeff Van Gundy, of course, all about defense and hold them to 72, but the Rockets on
close defensive struggle.
That was Bibby's first point of the game. Nash through Bibby and then wheels one into the basket.
Yeah, it's been interesting. They decided his tall ball is not working as well as they wanted it to work. And now, and giving Vlade some rest and changing his lineup 2 or 3 different times. Now you have it was not on purpose. The third foul to Peeler.
Dallas comes into the game. He was on the injured list at the end of the regular season. Third-year guy, still only 21 years old, out of Alabama, so he's by 2. Weber trying to find room from the baseline, finds nothing, and then Nowitzki has it taken out of his hands and put in by Wallace. Well, there, Peeler off the bench, Miller in that up front rotation, and Bibby the point guard. Vlade to the hoop.
Been the rookies on Dallas.
Divac almost threw it away, but Christie saves it and bangs home the 3.
Last week with the Lakers. Since then, he really hasn't shot or been aggressive. You look at him this afternoon, he's looking to attack, and it gives them that extra weapon. He's a great defensive player. We all know that. But at times, he settles into just being that.
The 7'6" Brigham Young graduate comes in for the remainder of the half. And even less of Miller in this first half because he picked up 3 fouls. Tied at 61. Wallace inbounds, has it stolen. Howard's out in front, and he's going to put it home with under a second to play. So check in with Michelle.
Standing by with Steve Nash. Sacramento said they wanted to play very good offensively in order to keep this close. They have, but you guys are the ones who kept it close. Where can you put distance between yourselves?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of difference between the 2 teams, so I think it's the team that converts the most and doesn't make the most mistakes defensively, although there's going to be a few, obviously. But, it's important for us to try to get one of these 2 on the road, and right now we're okay.
You're okay defensively. What will you guys change in the second half?
Just try to limit the mistakes. I mean, I don't think we gave up as many fast break points as we didn't want to. And then in the half court, I think we just made too many early mistakes in our zone and our shifting defenses that gave them layups.
Steve, thanks for stopping.
Thank you.
Back to you.
See if you're wired. I'm wired. I'm wired right now. I'm wired right now. Last time I was wired, people went to jail. It don't make no sense. None at all. All right, well, you're good enough to play through this. You'll play through this. Well, I got to play through it, though. I have no other explanation than that.
Ball goes up. If it didn't come down, I would have gave you technical.
No, but I was supposed to on my bad defense. That's what I did.
I understand that. Explain that to everybody else that thinks it was unsportsmanlike. The lead. Come on, let's go.
I hate to say it, but if you let me walk around as much as you let Iverson, I'd still be playing.
You think?
But if the ball didn't come down, I would have called him technical.
No, ball can't come. If I go like this, ball has to come down.
Huh?
Who do you want to shoot the technical? Me. Can you still shoot fast? No.
That's all I got.
14 fouls to none, and it ain't even 2 minutes off the clock.
I'm not a math major. I don't keep track of that stuff.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, okay.
He gets beat up in there, nothing happens.
It's
It was the same ride.
No, kids, Kobe's trying to get to the basket.
Devin was trying to
Wait
get
a minute,
to the basket,
A to B, and he winds up at C.
That's the same
Devin
thing with
who?
them. Oh, come on now.
No, I'm serious. I don't even know what you're talking about. Which play you're talking about? I don't even know the one kid's name.
Devin Brown.
Devin, Joe Crawford. Nice to meet you.
Oh. On Josh? 6 fouls.
It was on number 5.
If you don't speak it in a foreign language to Nelly, he doesn't understand this.
I like playing hard. You know that.
Do I work hard?
Yeah, you work hard. Me
And
too.
do I respect what you do?
Yeah.
You know what you need to do?
What's that?
Respect what I do.
I respect.
All right?
Is he getting a beer? Come here. Is he getting a beer? Get him and his buddy a beer. You keep the change.
That's all I got.
So now they don't. So they needed another X factor. And you look at the two rookies, preparation first, and then taking the game over in spurts second. I mean, they've done a nice job with their composure. They've attacked the basket. They've made great hustle plays. They've played great defense. They've created steals. They've got rebounds. They have just been very impressive. And it's not just their athleticism. That was Daniels getting his hand on the ball. That was Josh Howard finishing the half. We would have never thought that coming into the game. But one of the things we said, Al, is
as the shot misses and Nash has it on the outside. But in Sacramento's case, because of the way they finished, as Daniels puts that one in, and here comes Bibby. Christie in the corner. Weber sets the pick for him, then rolls off of it, and he puts it up for three and makes it. Make it a two-pointer. He's on the line, 67 all.
He didn't like the wide open look. He needed someone to guard him.
Yeah. Nowitzki from about 12.
See, I think he can do that all afternoon. It's just
from beyond 15 feet. Three-pointer here for Christie doesn't go. I mean, you look at this guy takes 64% of his shots. Side. Here's another one, and he makes it. You match him up against Shaquille O'Neal, and there's Brad Miller and Divac of Sacramento, two other 7-footers who take a lot of shots from the outside.
0.4. I think that tells you that Shaquille's a smart player.
Well, Shaquille took 4 shots all year long from outside 15 as Weber bangs it home. When Brent Musburger once asked Walker, why do you take so many threes? He said, because there ain't no 4s. He's 1 for 3 today from beyond the arc. Daniels missing. And again, Nash. And Weber with the board. And Chris is all right. Let's
basketball, and I think that can hurt him, but he has to get involved offensively.
Bibby to Divac, 72-71, and Doc minutes as the Rockets and Lakers did in 48 minutes.
You know, they're doing what they're doing well, and the Rockets and the Lakers are doing what they did well, and that's play defense.
Nowitzki.
Of where they're at right now.
Bibby has 1 point in the game, and now 2. That's Daniel. Every weeknight on NBA TV. Got that on 24 hours. Nowitzki. Christie between his legs to Stojakovic. Bingo. Crowd a buzz again. Retaking the lead in game 1. 76-74. Nowitzki. Nash. Divac coming out on Nash, and they throw it away. Doug Christie leads the charge. Bounces it to Bibby. Off balance, can't make it. Nowitzki leads it back the other way to Daniels. Dallas, he was wide open there, but was looking to pass the minute he caught it. Nash working through Stojakovic. Makes it at the buzzer. Wow. 76 all. And the 24-second shot buzzer with these two teams on the floor.
I didn't know they had one.
They were just hearing things. Here's that
aggressiveness. You can see him right now trying to buy time. I think you'll see a different Bibby come fourth quarter.
Fall away 17-footer for Nowitzki, and he comes up a little gimpy there because let's see if we can detect exactly what happened with that ankle.
Well, I guarantee you can see right at the very end of the play, down on the floor, you can see Nowitzki land on Vlade Divac's foot. You know,
inspirated look on Mark Cuban's face. Christie trying to get it in through the trees and couldn't, but it comes out to Bibby. And he, unofficial mayor of Maui.
Yes.
Land baron. And Bibby puts it in. So Bibby it all. Nowitzki. Dallas on top again by 2.
Now where Nowitzki is going to be. That's how he's getting all these shots.
Weber losing Nowitzki and banking it home. 2:40 left in the third. Oh, and it's Christie from Bibby. Beautiful. And the roar continues. Nowitzki tries to quiet him and does. Nothing like a three-pointer. 1:54 remaining in the third. Beautiful there. Bibby to Christie. But then Nowitzki says, sit down, everybody. 83-82, Dallas. Third quarter winding down. Nowitzki. Nash from the baseline. Miller tried to get it inside, and Nowitzki batted it up top. Then goes all the way in and can't make the play. Has it swatted away, and back come the Kings.
And that was a lot of contact.
And Miller gets free.
Nowitzki. You know, and here's the basket before that. You know, we said that Brad Miller is more of a high post player, but needs to somehow.
In the third. 1 point Dallas lead. Bibby lost it for the moment, gets it back in the left hand, layups it in. Fouls on Christie.
Yeah, now one of the things we talked about with Bibby, you can see him biding time to try to get to this towards the fourth quarter before he turns on and becomes more aggressive. I think this is the time from this point on, you're going to see a different Mike Bibby. Now Steve Nash
walked up to his locker, and you look up top and you see a number of VHS tapes of other point guards in the league. Damon Stoudemire, Stephon Marbury, Jeff McGinnis, Gary Payton. But you have to wonder, where is the VHS tape of Steve Nash? Well, Bibby told me before the game, that one is at home in his tape player. He's been watching it religiously.
Stojakovic circling the arc, and then Bibby puts one up the three and makes it. To get the crowd uproarious. And then Bibby, who'd been silent almost the entire game, bangs home a three.
Guarding Nowitzki, and that's a better matchup. At least he can stay with him in the quickness part.
Nash swings it underneath to Jamison. Nice play. Good pass assist. Bibby missing again. Christie is there, though, for the putback.
He's been aggressive all day. Not only just shooting threes and driving, he's been aggressive defensively and on the glass.
Nash out.
Steering offense.
And Christie with a strip. And he's free. And they lead by 9. Top scoring team in the league. Amazingly, though, this year, Dallas never overcame an 8-point deficit as Walker scores in the fourth quarter.
More significant when you watch this steal by Doug Christie is right now the Kings have made a run playing small ball. They've only had one big on the floor this entire time. Now Rick Adelman is going to stay with it. He's going to take Brad Miller out.
Daniels all the way, and a little floater doesn't go, but Jamison is there to put it back in.
See, now Rick Adelman is all I'm going to do it, but it did get him the lead. It'll be interesting to see how patient he is with it.
Here's Weber. Jump hook goes. Peeler missed. Nowitzki stripped away by Bibby. To Christie, and he gets fouled by
Half turnover. It's no way a bigger D-box could slide. By making him turn, that gave Bibby a chance to come from behind and get the steal. Great adjustment by the Kings.
He has 19 points. Now 20. 8 against 1. Denver in the playoffs for the first time in almost a decade at 9:30 Eastern time. One down. Weber takes it to Bibby, to Stojakovic. Gets just play on Sundays.
Yeah, because they play very well on Sundays. What a great steal by Chris Weber. I'll tell you what's going on also right now. The rookies for the first time are starting to play a little bit like rookies in this point of the game. That's number one.
Stojakovic misses 44% for Dallas. Finley misses. But Jamison doesn't, and that makes it an 11-point game.
Kings ball.
Weber. Hook pass to Bibby.
Wow. That he's had in years.
Yeah, I know it. Lakers and the Rockets, who will meet tomorrow night in L.A. Game 3 will be Friday night, and then on ABC next Sunday. Underneath, and Jamison is getting
playoff series, and I like to see that type of leadership.
Weber, kind of an awkward handoff, but it works. That the quarterback runs into the running back, and somehow he breaks one for 20.
Statue of Liberty.
111-96 Sacramento. Nash with a long deuce. Take a look at this awkward handoff here.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think it actually hit Brad Miller, went back to Weber. You know how that means things Nelson told us is he didn't want to double team. Well, Weber and Divac. No.
I think he's one of the reasons is Christie. I mean, Christie's just had a phenomenal game, and all eyes have gravitated toward him.
Right on cue. Christie gets a block shot.
And that's Nowitzki putting in his first points, 5. Some bench time, and now, of course, the Sacramento taking advantage of that. 1:25 to go, and they're up by 11. Stojakovic tries to add a couple more, and he does. That's a long 2. They are prone to do with each King victory up on their feet in the final minute.
You know, you get to sense watching the Kings in this game today and play with the emotion. And everyone said that they wouldn't play.
This game was tremendously important to the Sacramento Kings. And they're going to come home with a win because they're up by 16 with 46 ticks left in Game 1. Kings needed Stojakovic to step up. He had 5 threes today and 28 points. Chris Webber